Awesome. So, hello, everybody. I am here today to talk about suffering and how sometimes we actually choose suffering without knowing it. Excuse me. So, it might be hard to believe that we would actually choose to suffer, but it's true. Sometimes we're punishing ourselves, and this can be on a conscious or subconscious level. So, I actually found out that I was choosing to suffer in a lot of ways throughout my life. And I found out through a lot of healing sessions that I was trying to suffer because I had done things that I thought were wrong to other people. So I was punishing myself for that in this life and in others. So in past life sessions with my friend Julia and others, I realized that there were a few things that I had done in past lives and in this life that I wasn't too happy with myself about, and I wasn't forgiving myself. And so in this life, I have been allowing myself to suffer in a lot of ways. Another thing in this life is that I felt like the only way I could feel loved and and feel special and feel understood was to suffer and be sick all the time so that I could be taken care of and feel like I was being loved. And it took a long time to realize that I was doing this and that I was feeling this way. And I continued to be sick. I got cancer eventually. And I mean, I don't believe that it was just that caused the cancer, but I was constantly almost wishing I was sick. And for those of you that don't know, before getting cancer, I used to be a hypochondriac. And so I believed all the time that I was sick with something. And I would have real symptoms. I would go to the doctor, they would find nothing, tell me it's all in your head, and go home. And eventually, I may have wished cancer upon myself because I wanted so badly to be sick in a way. I actually, at the time, I thought I was just searching for answers. Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I having these symptoms? But in reality, I was having those symptoms because I wanted to suffer. I wanted to punish myself and I wanted to be sick so that I could be taken care of and feel loved. When I was finally able to heal all of this, it shifted everything. I started to feel invincible. And this has actually happened quite recently. After a lot of healing work, a lot of really digging into things, a lot of healing sessions, like the ones that I do now, I feel like I'll never be sick again. I honestly feel like I have made a decision to no longer suffer. I made a decision to no longer be sick. And I want to find other ways to feel loved. And I know that I can feel loved and be loved without suffering. So it's important to start to dig into this for yourself. For example, if you are experiencing pain in the body regularly, whether you can explain it or not, if you're feeling illness, if you have chronic illness, if you're getting sick all the time, maybe you're constantly getting a cold or you're constantly coming down with the flu, or you've always got something going on. That used to be me. I feel like, especially during the winter time, it felt like at least once a month I'd get something. It would be like I would just get over something and then the next thing would come. The other thing is that sometimes when you subconsciously, you want to use sickness as an excuse to relax because you're not okay with relaxing otherwise. It makes you feel uncomfortable. You feel like you should be doing something productive. And so unless you're sick, you don't feel like you have that excuse. But I want to remind you anybody who's listening that it's important to remember that resting is doing something. And a lot of the times our bodies need it, ask for it, and we don't give it to them because we think, oh, well, I don't have time to rest. I have too much to do. So I'm going to push myself. And that's what ends up causing sickness as well. Overexerting yourself, not allowing yourself to rest and recuperate. And so that's another way that we kind of make ourselves suffer is we almost allow ourselves to get sick with colds and flus and whatever else so that we are forced to relax. And this could also be your body's way of kind of fighting back and saying, hey, I've been asking for rest. So it's time to let me rest. And in that way, kind of almost also allowing you to get sick. So it's a good thing to pay attention to and start digging into and figure out what reason am I wanting to suffer? Is it because I'm punishing myself? Is it because I enjoy being sick? Is it because I need rest and I'm not allowing myself to get enough of it? These could all be options. I don't believe that anyone is just prone to getting sick. I really don't. And a lot of you might disagree with me on this, or at least some of you, but I believe there's something else behind it. So if you're sick of getting sick, start to really hone in, listen to your body, and try to figure out what the reason might be. I'm going to post a link at the bottom of this in the comments, and it's just a sign up to basically join my waiting list for the classes that are coming up. I'm going to be having a 5-day boot camp on how to manifest your healing. And then after that, I'm going to be doing a course called Detox Your Life. It's going to incorporate all of the healing methods that I've learned throughout my entire journey, including some of these techniques and how to figure out why you would have chosen to suffer and how we can kind of heal that part to bring you to a better place with that and hopefully start to heal. I know that when I started to do this, my healing amplified and all of the final pieces started to come together and fall into place. And so I'm really excited for these courses to come out. I'm hoping for January. Let's hope that that happens. And I just want you to give me your email. That's all. And I will be sending you information about the courses, any free content that I come up with, anything that goes on YouTube that I feel like you might want to know about, that kind of thing. So go ahead and sign up, and I hope to see you in there, and I'll talk to you soon.